Handball courts, the Lucas County Rec Center in Maumee. It is time for the 73rd edition of the USHA National Three-Wall Handball Championships. Our first, make it second, women's semifinal of the day features Jennifer Schmidt against Michaela Esser. Kevin Peel here with you, Jared Vale as well, joining us for all the coverage today. Thanks for coming aboard, Jared. And I'll tell you, a very exciting first semifinal that we saw here. Megan Dorniker and Clodagh Monroe coming all the way down to a tiebreaker in which Megan had a huge lead in the second game. Clodagh came all the way back to force the tiebreaker. Megan's moving on, and the winner of this match will play tomorrow for a national championship. Very cool event here, as it is every year.
Yes, thank you very much for having me, Mark. I appreciate it. That was an excellent event. Megan is the favorite, seeded number one, and Clodagh is new to this game, so it was excellent to see that young girl come back and the progression she's made. And either one of these ladies is going to have their work cut out for her in the next match against Megan.
Absolutely. Dorniker already has won 8 titles in her own right, and she has had herself a great career and will be looking to win again, but of course going to have to face one of these tough competitors today. Michaela Esser is in red, Jennifer Schmidt in white. I believe Jennifer actually put the headset on a couple years ago and helped us, especially during the men's match. So happy to see her competing as well again today. And then we'll have the men's final a little later on, which will be a new winner. For the first time since 2014, Luis Cordova and Gillian Carroll will be squaring off in that final. And we switch serve here as Jennifer Schmidt trailing by a couple points early.
Yeah, they're going to play that one over. She definitely had a chance at it and backed into it.
Can't box out in handball.
You can box out, but not in this form.
No.
In one wall, that's actually the essence of the game.
Yeah.
Is to hit the ball near your body, stand still, and not move. But in 3-wall and 4-wall, you have to get out of the way and allow your opponent enough room to play the shot.
Jared's a big-time 1-wall and 4-ball competitor. With a little bit of 3-ball, at least taking in 3-wall.
You know,
mixed in.
Having the 1-wall skill gives me a little bit of an ability to at least come here and compete, to understand that you can't let the ball pass you. And 4-wall, right, the back wall is your best friend, and you always have time to recover.
Michaela Esser with the early lead here on Jennifer Schmidt. Former All-American at Missouri State was Michaela Esser, and actually met her husband Sam, who's also a big-time 3-wall handball competitor. And Jennifer will pick up her first point here of this game. Of course, 2:21. Got to win by 2. And then, of course, if you end up going 1-1 in games, you would see a tiebreaker like we saw in that previous semifinal between Monroe and Dorniker.
You know, these two competitors here come from handball families, right? So Michaela married Sam Esser, who works for us over at the USHA, and you know, the Roberts family is probably 100 national titles between all of them, and Vern Roberts, Chris Roberts, Jennifer. What a family.
Another point going here to Michaela Esser, and early on, Jared, it seems like her serve has been causing Jennifer some issues.
But yeah, she's serving it high and deep to her left, and that's probably a go-to, and Jennifer just made a great move there by moving in and taking it out of the air. Something that somebody with a little bit of strategy will do if they see that serve keeps getting to the long line and going out the door. You see, she changed it up again there.
Yeah, Esser went this direction to the right this time. Michaela, kept that one alive, but then Jennifer puts her away with a nice kill shot.
A lot of cat and mouse out here. You know, each competitor trying to read the other one to combat their offensive moves, and we'll be seeing a lot of that over here.
Michaela Esser here. Defending as Jennifer's on serve, and we'll see, that was close. Well, it'll be out on Jennifer, so Michaela will take serve back.
The women's division this year was fantastic. It's been a little light. There were 10 solid competitors this year, and it's great to see that the numbers are going up in their group.
Yeah, you're seeing, in particular this year, what we're hoping to see is more quantity, but quality of competition going forward certainly will help. And of course, you always got to keep your reaction time up, because that ball actually zipped right past me. So, and I was looking in Jared's direction. So you always have to keep your. My reaction time is not good, so I'm never going to be a handball competitor. You can name the walled event; it will not go well for me. I would go down quickly in 2 games to any of these competitors in this national championship here this week. But all in all.
And you know what we saw here this week, and I've seen all over too, is bringing the youth right back into the game, because that's the future of the game. Out on the one-wall courts on the back, we had a lot of guys from New York running clinics with the young kids from the area. Just coming back from Ireland, the Wall Ball World Championships, they had hundreds of kids. And it's inspiring, right? It is.
And there really has been an Irish influence. One of those competitors being Clodagh Monroe, who, of course, now goes to Minnesota State in Mankato, Minnesota. Big-time competitor. Of course, was in that tiebreaker against Megan Dornicker in the other semifinal. And Megan, of course, great to see her still in her prime, still playing well, still going to be competing for another championship here tomorrow. But, yeah, you need those types of participants coming up to potentially change guard down the road. Clodagh could be one of those players that goes on a run down the line in the 3-wall.
I've been watching Clodagh for a while now, since several years, and I've, as well as Mark Doyle, and watching these young kids grow up. Ivan Burgos, who's in the pros, I played him when he was 12 years old over here. He's never beaten me, but I never played him after that, and I won't. But you also have Mark Doyle, right, who I just saw them in Ireland, and the other key is crossover, right, playing the 3 different codes of handball. And that's where we're going to really see a lot of increased participation between the kids and crossing over.
Long run here. Schmidt trying to use a couple walls on Esser. Quickly gets out of the way. And Esser, that one glanced off her hand awkwardly and leads to Jennifer winning that run. A long rally there between the 2 contestants.
Yeah, it was a good no call at the end of that rally to allow Jennifer to take the winning shot. Sometimes the ref might make a call a little early to avoid the opponent a block, but if you call it early, you're stuck. And if you hang on, you can always reevaluate and make the call a little bit later. So, love the way Sam. Again, I played. Ray Ure, I played him when he was about 14. I have some great stories about Milwaukee with him, and watching him play an opponent and really getting upset he was about. And the guy was giving him the business, and I said, don't worry, you'll see where you'll be in a few years.
Ray, our official for this match, of course. And we'll also see Abe Montijo, actually, for the men's championship match coming up.
And Abe has been involved in handball forever and has a great program out of Arizona, running a youth program, keeping the game alive and helping to grow it.
Michaela has Jennifer on the ropes here a bit. And Michaela puts it away for the point.
Scoring has slowed down a little bit here. I think Jennifer's getting a little bit better defense. Here we go with that serve out the door. There's nothing to do to really combat that other than step in and take it on the fly.
Yeah, we've had some really long stretches of play these last couple sequences.
And there she did it. She stepped in and took it on the fly. At least you afford yourself opportunity within a rally and avoid the ace serve.
And Michaela with a commanding lead here in game one. And Jennifer right now just not really able to even return serve. And 16 serving 2 right now, commanding lead from Michaela. And in many ways, too, we saw some of those longer rallies play out, and that scoring has elevated quite a bit for Esser. Jennifer just trying to stop the bleeding, and Michaela with a bit of a mishit.
She called the ball long. The rally has to stop. The rally must stop when a player makes a call. And either they're going to agree with it and replay it, or she could be called out for that. I'm a big rules guy. You have to use the rules for your advantage and not to get taken advantage of. And I've seen many times where someone doesn't know the rules and it comes back to hurt them.
Esser couldn't quite return that one. Yeah, she's in control, though. These miscues have been few and far between for Esser in this first game. It just seems like Jared, she's pushing her to the edges quite a bit out the door, as we've seen on a couple serves as well, has been key. But ultimately, Jennifer's having to do a little more side to side here to hang in there.
She absolutely is, and Michaela has a great sparring partner. You know, she plays with Ashley Ruiz, who's a top pro woman. Might have been seeded number 1 if she was able to make it this year. So her game has improved significantly over the last 6-7 years since I've known her. I don't know if that looked a little bit like a slide. I think they might replay that. But yeah, you know, these courts are huge. Side-to-side movement is ideal, right? And again, the deep serve to the left without hitting the wall has been very effective. But you can see when she can get her left into it. She has a great left punch.
Oh, nicely placed.
With just enough taken off of the power.
See this one again. And nothing Jennifer could do with that.
Shifting over to taking with the right hand, smart move.
Nice anticipation from Jennifer on that strike from Michaela. Jennifer wins back serve with a perfect put away.
Yeah, she calls a timeout here. By now I would have used all 3 timeouts, maybe 2 glove changes, and a couple of wipes, because it's tiring out there. But this is their first timeout. Incredible stamina they have.
Absolutely, it is a hot one here today. And this gives us a chance to remind you to check out BCSN's College Football Weekly. It's back, whether it's Toledo, Bowling Green, Ohio State, or Michigan. This show, as you covered, host Mark Coons and a team of guest experts tell you what you need to know about your team. College Football Weekly, Tuesday nights at 10 on BCSN and the BCSN Plus app. Well, Jared, since 1975, the event's been here. It's been a historic thing. It's a very nice event, in particular for the Northwest Ohio, to welcome everyone here, and certainly has been a great level of competition, and it seems like it's kind of a favorite of all the contestants to come out here and be a part of this every year.
So as I told, we've been bringing more and more New Yorkers every year. This event has the greatest hospitality that you can find. They feed you. They treat you with the utmost respect and kindness and courtesy. And the group that's involved here, the amount of effort that goes into making an event like this, it's not matched in the country.
That's what we like to see and hear. And always positive reaction. Esser, great effort there from Michaela.
That was an incredible get. And just when you think you have it down, that's heartbreaking sometimes.
Esser putting a lot of height on these last couple strikes. Goes low here. Oh, just got her. Nice finish by Schmidt. Here's another look at that. Esser couldn't quite get there.
Can't say thank you guys enough to coming out and covering this either, man. You know, we don't
love it every year.
We don't often, I know, and we get these professionally televised matches with the scores on the bottom that these players can go back to. So, you know, few and far between. So I just want to say thank you guys tremendously. I love it.
Absolutely. It is a banner event every year. We do enjoy it. Absolutely. Been doing it for years. Esser here. And Schmidt going back and forth. A commanding lead for Esser in game one. Both players pulling back. Oh, nicely done by Michaela.
Very powerful drive, unretrievable. You know, again, I played yesterday. I played singles, and really after 4 or 5 rally shots from the back line, it's tough to get in and play that next shot. I found myself just looking at the ball go by.
Absolutely. And these two taking another quick break here, and so will we. We'll step aside for just a moment on BCSN.
There's a special place on Cherry Street that's truly the best at being central to life. It's quite a place where titles are won and champions are developed and made year after year. Come discover that special place, Central Catholic High School. Central to life, central to athletics.
Hi, I'm Marty Sutter, President of Genoa Bank. For over 120 years, Genoa Bank has been proud to be a part of your community. We take pride in doing business locally. Now with our 10th location open in Fremont, Ohio, Genoa Bank will continue to invest in the communities we serve. Whether you're an individual, family, farmer, or business, we are here for you. Genoa Bank, we take your banking needs personally.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
Well, a quick point there for Michaela Esser. She is able to clinch this opening game 21-4 over Jennifer Schmidt. As we're continuing here with the 73rd edition of the USHA National 3-Wall Handball Championships from the Lucas County Rec Center. Court 6. All the fun here today. Kevin Peel, Jared Vale, and on the call with you. And Jared, of course, we have also the men's final coming up a little later here today as well. But you see even just that last shot there from Michaela Esser, who put away that first set. And in particular on a hot day like this, you're trying to get into your rhythm as a participant in this, as a competitor, and so managing that can be quite difficult, although it's actually a little cooler today than it's been even earlier this week.
But significantly cooler. It was the first 2 days were brutal out there, the humidity and the heat, and you have to manage your output. There are some times that you just have to let a shot go, and the guys from New York were telling me, they're like, you don't have to go after every shot. Sometimes you go after that last shot and you put everything into getting it, and either you miss it or lay up an easy return, and it's just wasted energy. So there's a strategy to what you need to let go, and that's one of the hardest things, though, that I find to do.
And Jared, this we've mentioned it's a growing game, and of course several disciplines. You're a huge 1-wall, 4-wall competitor as well. Where do you see the game going, in particular with 3-wall, as we continue to go forward?
Well, you know, right now the biggest growing game is the 1-wall wall ball with the big ball. I'm noticing here that the numbers are staying steady, and I believe that we're going to continue to see a little bit of growth here. We built some new courts in Arizona, over by where the USHA headquarters is. The WPH was very involved in that, and so we're running some tournaments over there. Tampa, Florida is looking to take on a couple of 3-wall tournaments. We have one going in Connecticut. Missouri has a great 3-wall tournament. So all that we can do for 1-wallers and 4-wallers is to, I mentioned it before, crossover, expand, so that as we expand, and I think it enhances your performance and your mindset in the other code. So when I come and play 4-wall, I think of different things in 1-wall to use those 4-wall skills. So I see it growing. That's the answer to the question. And it's up to us as the participants to make sure we teach the kids, get them involved, and continue to sign up.
We'll take one more quick break before the second game begins. Michaela Esser up 1-0.
The warning signs leading up to teenage suicide are many. There are always solutions. Suicide is preventable. Even though you may feel lonely, you are not alone.
If you're concerned about yourself or loved one, call 988. If you're in a crisis, call 911 immediately.
CarStereo1.com. Turtle.
That's reminding me, I was taking flying lessons for a while, and it's got the same vibe to it as when you're in the cockpit.
There's a special place on Cherry Street that's truly the best at being central to life. It's quite a place where titles are won and champions are developed and made year after year. Come discover that special place, Central Catholic High School. Central to life, central to athletics.
Hi, I'm Marty Sutter, President of Genoa Bank. For over 120 years, Genoa Bank has been proud to be a part of your community. We take pride in doing business locally. Now with our 10th location open in Fremont, Ohio, Genoa Bank will continue to invest in the communities we serve. Whether you're an individual, family, farmer, or business, we are here for you. Genoa Bank, we take your banking needs personally.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just underway here in this second game. Michaela Esser, 21-4. She claimed the first game and now is on serve here in the second. Kevin Peel, Jared Vale with you on the call. Thanks for joining us. And we saw some of those highlights from that first game, and it was a convincing win for Michaela. What did you see in particular that she was able to control the match so far, Jared?
Michaela's able to control the match with that same shot that she did right there, which is the deep shot to the left. She's switching up the serve. She just went to the right here, and her precision, getting the ball very close to the wall in the back line without hitting the wall, has been, I think, the deciding factor. It wasn't a very quick game at 21-4. You know, it took a while, but you know, it was just a bit short.
But right now, yeah, she's making those returns so difficult for Jennifer in particular.
I noticed Jennifer standing kind of where I stand on the serve, which is actually a little bit too far back to, what a great shot.
She just keeps finding the right kill shot. A 4-0 lead already for Michaela in the second game.
Again, there you saw that same serve. Now switching it to the right side, missing the wall, sliding back out, probably about like 55 feet.
Oh, got her there.
Two can play at that game.
Jennifer from Daytona Beach, Florida, actually did remember. She was on the headset a couple years back, helping out, doing some analysis. We loved having her on that day, but again, good to see her competing.
And you know, she's a little bit older than all of these open competitors, but every year she's entering, which is great to see.
And it was interesting, too, because in a lot of different events, you don't usually have the competitor right next to you hanging out. But Jared could have given her a pep talk, even if he wanted to, in between games.
I'm giving a little bit of coaching. I don't know that she wanted my coaching. That don't look like it slid.
My coaching would certainly not benefit. But yes, an excellent start here again for Michaela.
Seems to change it up this game. Last game was all left. This game is pretty much all right.
It's just one of those adjustments she's making. She's just making them on the fly and keeping Jennifer on her toes the entire way.
And she doesn't, like I said, the first match, although it was 21-4, took quite some time. It's a lot of work, and she wants to minimize the workload and save that body. She's got doubles, as well as if she manages to finish out the match, which it looks like she will, but singles against Dorniker is going to be take tremendous effort. So she needs conserve every bit of energy she can.
And you actually mentioned Ashley Ruiz, a great competitor. She's with her on doubles. She's with Ashley's husband Braulio on the mixed doubles. And the funny part is Ashley also is mixed doubles with her husband Sam. So you have great friends there competing at a high level.
Opposite each other. And if you're ever on social media, it's great too. As I mentioned, it's like this sport is a community, and you see that group hanging out all the time. They go on vacations together, they travel together. That's the same with the gang that I brought from New York. It's it's competitive, but it also builds friendship and family communities wherever we're involved, because it does take a little bit of a different individual to stay focused and involved in this game forever.
11-0 lead right now for Michaela Esser. Or in the case of Michaela and Sam, you can go to Missouri State, both be All-Americans in handball, and then build a life together. Get married and still compete at a high level like they both are right now.
And that is incredible, right? It's like, there's a lot of individuals that men or women that are involved in the game, and if their spouse doesn't get involved in the game, it could cause a little friction. There's a lot of travel, there's a lot of, and they like to call them handball widows, from what I've heard, right? But, I'm blessed that my wife and my little one, they came to Ireland with me last week to play in the World Championships. They're here this week, and my wife's a teacher. As long as she's not in school, she's supporting what I do. And there's a therapeutic result of this game, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And you're seeing that even, Ashley Ruiz focusing on World. She's not here this week. Braulio is here, but there's definitely the time away, the time factor, the travel factor is so important. But also, Ashley has her own business and can't shut it down for weeks on end. You still have to keep that open. So she unfortunately had to make the decision, had to choose a bit this year between going for Worlds or competing here in Nationals, and she was not able to make it this week.
Yeah, you do have to make those decisions. And me just coming from Worlds and having the upcoming Worlds, I had a different solution. I had my partner ask my wife if it was okay to go and kind of guilt her into it. And she says, as long as he doesn't miss my birthday.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you cannot miss that.
So,
Jennifer with a nice run, though. A couple points in a row, trying to build some momentum here. It's 11-3 Michaela, though. And now 12-3. Have the scoring element that we were talking about. We will get to after a quick break. Timeout has been called. Michaela Esser in control in game 2, up 12-3.
The warning signs leading up to teenage suicide are many. There are always solutions. Suicide is preventable. Even though you may feel lonely, you're not alone.
If you're concerned about yourself or loved one, call 988. If you're in a crisis, call 911 immediately.
We are back here at the 73rd Annual USHA National Three-Wall Handball Championships, George D. Miller Handball Courts. And we are in our second semifinal of the day. Kayla Esser in control here in Game 2, trying to punch her ticket to tomorrow's final match against Megan Dornicker. I was put to work there trying to retrieve that ball.
That's the second time.
Yeah.
First time you almost got hit, but it's kind of like being in the broadcast booth in baseball with a foul ball coming back. You got to know how to duck quick.
Actually, in Florida one time, I did have to duck away from a fly ball that came into the booth. That is a real thing.
It is. So
they've broken computers as well, other broadcasters that I know.
So you just saw Michaela again. She's switching it up to the right, but just the same as Jennifer did earlier, she went up and she cut that ball off. That's her best bet on those serves now.
Kayla's back way up on this one and couldn't get the timing she needed. Jennifer with her fourth point of this game. And especially the way it started, it's tough to spot a great competitor like Michaela Esser. 10 points, got off to that red-hot start. But Jennifer maybe settling in a bit. And we've certainly seen comebacks today as well. Clodagh Monroe down 19-9 in the second game of the first semifinal, won 21-19 to force that tiebreaker. And now Michaela will be back on serve after winning that rally.
She's very steady with her kill shots today, Michaela. Not overhitting them, putting them in the right spot and in the rally there.
Went deep that time. And Jennifer will have it back.
Starting to hear the buzzing going around. You know, we're getting a little more people here for the men's final after this one. But, you know, I've been watching the women. I watched them in Ireland and Michaela, and the level of skill that they've been demonstrating is pretty incredible. I don't think that I want to get in the court with either of them.
No, absolutely not. They are excellent at their craft. Oh, Jennifer couldn't quite keep that one going. Michaela hammered it into the wall here, went low. Nice little battle. Almost pinning her against the wall there. Not comfortable striking it.
The punch shot put a little bit of reverse on it to keep it off of the wall when she punched that. She's doing a lot of punching, which is the same with Jennifer. Generates a lot more power. Once again,
nice.
Very controlled on her kill shot into the corner, keeps it down, unretrievable.
Changed the eye level for a second there and then decided to bury it into that corner.
You know, Michaela and Ashley, they had a little fundraiser going up to play the women, and I think I'll just give them the money after watching this.
All the previous world championships for Jared Vale has fueled this fundraiser and the subsequent funds heading that direction.
You know, it's going to be an interesting thing because we demonstrated our one wall really top of the class right now, although the Irish are coming on very strong in the one-wall code of the game, but four-wall, that's their game. So waiting to see what happens as we go over there. But like I said, I'm not going to go and not compete.
Yeah, absolutely. Big 19-4 lead for Esser. And on serve. Trying to close out this semifinal in 2. Feeling each other out on this rally. Oh, nice. Just no way to defend that.
The finisher.
Kind of like lulled her to sleep there, and then came the kill shot to that bottom right corner.
And there it was again.
Yep. And Michaela Esser wraps it up. What a semifinal, a dominant performance for Michaela Esser. She moves into tomorrow's final against Megan Dornicker. And that will be an intriguing match, to say the least, one that you won't want to miss. But wow, what a performance today from Michaela. Jennifer hung in as best as she could, but Michaela was at her best today.
Absolutely, and she finished with that deep serve down the side wall, and made don't be fooled by what you see. Every shot that she's hitting, it looks so easy from back here. But the training and the skill set that she's developed to get in there makes it look that way. But she hits it with precision, and it's not as easy as it looks. Because I know I miss them all.
Well, what a semifinal. Happy to have you aboard, Jared. Stick around. We have the men's final coming up. We're looking forward to it.
All right. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
Yes, awesome stuff here today and in Maumee at the USHA National Three-Wall Championships. And we'll be back in just a little bit with the men's final, which will be Luis Cordova Jr. against Killian Carroll. It will be the first differing men's champion since 2014. Looking forward to that. This has been a BCSM production seen exclusively on Buckeye Broadband. On behalf of my broadcast partner Jared Vale and our entire fantastic crew, I'm Kevin Beal saying thanks for watching and good morning from Maumee.
During Renewal by Andersen's huge Labor Day sale, get incredible savings on the most trusted family of window and patio door brands in America. Call for your free window diagnosis and begin your Renewal by Andersen signature service experience. A unique start-to-finish home improvement solution, skillfully guided by Renewal by Andersen professionals. Our Labor Day sale is going on right now, but it won't last. Act now, because these unbelievable Labor Day sale savings on our exclusive Fibrix composite material windows end soon. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
Family House is Northwest Ohio's largest shelter for homeless families. Our programs and services have been empowering families since 1985.